Now's the time, Portal Master.
Hey everybody, welcome to SkylanderNuts.com. This is Mike and Connor, and we're here with another Skylanders Trap Team character review. Today, I was going to let Connor make the choice. So Connor, who do you want to do today?
Let's do Krypt King today.
Krypt King? Alright, I got Krypt King right here. What do you got? Oh, and we have Nitro Krypt King, so this will be a double review. Let's put him on the portal.
My Krypt King.
There we go. Now, what do you know about Krypt King?
Krypt King is a spirit, and he wandered into this secret Arcane vault.
That's right. Yep, he is a spirit, so he's undead. We can see that from his figure. But he was a spirit that wandered into an abandoned Arcane weapons vault, and he found something there he liked, which was this pretty amazing suit of armor. So he decided he wanted the armor, and he took it. And what happened after he took the armor?
A lot of alarms went off, like beep.
I think it was a little bit more than beep, but yes.
Yeah, like beep, 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 beep.
Alarms blared, and things were going crazy, and then a giant door opened, and out came an Archean army of protector bots, or whatever they're called. So, what did he do?
He used the sword he found in the vault to fight him off.
That's right. That's right. He destroyed every one of those Archean robots with his giant sword. And after doing this, he thought, wow, that was cool. I can do a lot of stuff, a lot of good with this armor and sword. So he sought out the Skylanders, and he wanted to join the Skylanders, and they let him, and they said, you know what, you'd make a great trap master. So he became a trap master. Pretty cool, huh?
Yep.
A little different than the other stories where Master Eon actually found them. This time, Krypt King here found the Skylanders. So, pretty cool. So let's take a close-up look at our Krypt Kings. I'm going to take Nitro off for a second, and let's focus on regular Krypt King. You can see here, he's a pretty tall figure. He's got the blade, this giant blade that we just talked about. That's his main weapon. What do you think he's going to do with that?
He's gonna chop down enemies with it?
He's going to probably chop down enemies. I think that attack is pretty obvious. And but this armor, let's take a good look at it. It is pretty scary looking armor. I mean, he's got like 4 eyes or 3 eyes and a nose, whatever those 3 lights are. Definitely Archean design with the lights. He's black with this kind of Egyptian gold, and I don't know if you can see this right here, but it's almost like a head wrap. It's kind of cool. He's full of armor. He's got these big shoulder guards, which, you know, are reminiscent of a football player or hockey player. He's got giant cuffs and gloves on his hands protecting him, and on his back he's got same thing down here. You can see all these like angular arrow design, very Archean looking to me. So he does kind of, you might think he's an Archean robot at first, but nope, he's undead. And now if you look, you can see he's got bone. His body is bone. His legs are bone. His arms got a little bone in it right there. He's got ribs in here, white bone. So definitely undead, but you might not notice that at first glance, especially when you're just looking at him for the first time. What do you think about him, buddy? What do you like?
He's awesome because his big blade.
You like his big blade? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, let's put Nitro Krypt King on and do a little compare here.
He's white and gold instead of black and gold.
That's right. Instead of having a black base color, he's got a gold base color, which is pretty cool. He's got the checkerboard shoulder pads there, which is typical of all the Nitro Skylanders. They always have the checkerboard. Whoops. It's also on the back here, on his little skirt, whatever that is called. Also, though, notice here he's got the same markings for arrow and whatever these points are. They're just all gold. There's no secondary color like before, which is I don't know. It's okay. He's got black eyes, and he's got a black body now instead of white body, so he's got black bones. I think they just could have done a little more with maybe some the white trim, like in his headdress and maybe on those arrows on his cuffs. But I guess they pretty much want an all gold character there. So I'll put them both back on the portal so you can get a good look at both of them there. They're in the same pose.
Awesome, but the gold one looks more rare.
Looks more rare.
Yeah,
because he's all gold.
Gold is rare, and he's kind of looks like gold, so it's probably rare.
Yeah. What else about this? What about the normal Krypt King? It's kind of strange to you. Anything?
Yeah,
Being black and gold.
He looks like he has two rare things, and the other one just has one.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines that he sort of looks like a legendary Skylander. Because the legendary Skylanders are all colored this dark blue, black, and gold. And that's exactly what he's colored. But he's not legendary. Or at least we don't have a legendary version of Krypt King yet. So you gotta be careful. You know, no, he's not legendary. But I guess if they ever do make a legendary Krypt King, he may not look that different. So maybe he's just a born legend. You think he's a legend already?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They just don't call him a legendary.
Yeah, maybe they were going to and decided, hey, this is good enough, or we got enough legendaries. So yep, that's Krypt King. We're gonna go take him in the game now. You ready to go take him in the game?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, we're gonna get him in the game, and we're gonna show you all of his moves, and we'll be right back.
I've got the edge. I've got the edge.
Alright, Connor and I are back. We have Krypt Kings on the portal, and we have our Doom Challenge mode set up, ready to go. So you ready, buddy?
Yes,
You ready to get into
I'm ready.
to play with these Krypt Kings?
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Now, go ahead and start the first wave. Now, as you can expect, Krypt King's major attack is his Traptanium Broadsword. So both of us have the ability to hit the attack 1 or the X button to swing the sword, or you can hit it 3 times for a combo attack. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now Connor is the Nitro Krypt King. He's the one by the box right now. Ready to just take him out with our sword attack. So Connor's on the left, I'm on the right in the regular Krypt King. They do look kind of similar in the game, even though you gotta look close to see Nitro's. Whoa, a lot of vibration there. Nitro's color paint there. Alright, you gotta move, buddy. You can't let that rain hit you.
I know, I'm trying to protect the box. Wow,
Okay.
Cuckoo blocker.
We each doing these combos. It's a pretty good attack. Now you just saw a bunch of swords come out of the sky. I can explain that. There it happened again. That is the Soul Gem ability. It's called Unlimited Traptanium Works. And what happens is when you get a critical hit, it causes swords to rain down upon the enemies. So it's kind of random, but as you can see there, it does happen fairly often, and which is nice, and it's just a bonus bit of damage delivered to the enemies. Alright, buddy, don't start the next one yet. We're going to show them the next basic attack that Krypt King has. It's called the Swarm. So when you press the B button or the attack 2 button, you will release a swarm of undead insects. You ready to do that, bud? Yep, there's your... Yeah, we're going to do it with some enemies. Alright? Ready?
Okay.
Alright, start this wave. Now I might as well talk about one of the upgrades you can do, which is called Super Swarm. So when you hold down the B button, you can charge up the swarm to attack, and it will unleash a larger swarm. So we'll be doing both of those things here. As soon as Chaos gives us more traps to worry about. Alright, here they come now. Just unleash your swarms, bud. Stay back away from the enemies and let the swarms do the work. So they call them undead insects, but you know, they look like bees. They're doing quite a bit of damage there. Alright, Get back away and use the B button. Hold it down. See, there's a massive swarm there. As I got hit.
B blast.
You can see they're taking down the cross crows all by themselves.
Go, my minions.
They're not crosscuts, cuckoo.
Oh, cuckoo clockers. I always call them cross crows for some reason. Alright, here come the bombshells.
I'm sending big ones to attack them.
Yep, send the big ones. Now, as you notice, I'm kind of far away. Oh, look out, bud.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm kind of far away, the bees don't know where to go. But when you get closer, they seem to do... they're seeking damage. It's kind of hard to do this move inside of the chompy rain because you have to be still. And we're getting hit by chompy rain. Alright, here... So your bees went after him, mine did not. Now Connor actually has, the Nitro Krypt King has the Swarm Summoner path. And in this path, the swarms actually stun enemies. So you might see Connor's attack stunning the enemies. Also he has something called Stir Up the Swarm. If you hit the swarm with your Traptanium blade, try that, Connor. It turns red and it's a little more powerful. We'll have to show them that on the next wave.
Let's show it to them when there's no enemies and
Okay, show it. Give them a quick view of it, and then we'll see how it actually does damage. How much more damage it might do. So there's Connor, and he hits it. And now the swarm, you can see it's
red and goes
it's
crazy.
red and it's a little. It looks mad. So I like to see how those affect the enemies. You ready, bud?
Yes.
Get healed back up. We're all back to full health now with that heal, so we're fine. So we took a little more damage in that level just playing with the bees, but that's okay. Connor's last upgrade in the Swarm Summoner path is called the Parasitic Power. He actually gets healed when the swarm goes away. So when you see, yeah.
Boom!
All right, you
First
hit
I'll
it.
show them that.
Oh, that just wiped out the entire group. And then it came back and got these other guys.
Uh-oh. Something bad happened?
Oh, nothing bad happened, buddy.
I'll make a bigger attack. A big red.
There you go. And then, watch that. They should come back. And then notice how Connor healed a little bit. Get out of the fire, bud. Whoa. You can see a little. You can see a little plus 25 there on Connor. So, you know, that's pretty cool for Krypt King to be able to heal himself like that.
Okay, but we need to get this madness.
All right. Well, let's show him the haunted sword since we're back here. If you press the Y button,
Whoa.
you get this haunted sword that comes out and attacks for a little bit. And then we got the chompy rain. So it's kind of like a remote sword. It's a nice ranged attack, kind of a ranged melee attack where you don't have to get damaged. It's not a good attack to do though while the chompy rain's coming, because your character has to remain still when that sword is out there.
I couldn't find an enemy attack because
There you go.
they're all over here. Yeah.
Yep.
Why is the enemy?
Get my sword out there. Okay, so the sword. Whoa, lots of rumble. What you can notice at times when the sword hits an enemy is that the enemy will kind of slow down. That's because we have another upgrade on it called Haunted or Spectral Slowdown, and that's where the Haunted sword will slow down all the enemies.
Daddy, watch out!
I'm trying to.
I'll swarm this cuckoo clocker.
So now, not only are they stunned, but my soul gem attack is activated a little bit more often with this attack. So this haunted sword must do more critical attacks. There we go, haunted sword taking them out, just spinning around.
There, I took out the cuckoo clocker.
Yep, so did I. That was good.
I'm gonna do a little more swarm.
You like the swarm attack?
Yeah, the red one, of course.
That is a pretty strong attack. I liked how it went and got rid of all the wave of grenades there.
Okay, why don't we go back to sword fighting?
Okay, let's go back to sword fighting.
Yeah, because look how much enemies there.
When in doubt, we go back to, of course, the main attack, the sword.
Okay.
Alright, well that was your... You had the Swarm Summoner path, but this time I'm going to show them the Lord of the Sword path. The regular Krypt King has the other upgrade path. This, the first part of that is called Enchanted Armor. That's really boring upgrade. The armor is increased upon defeating an enemy. You're never going to notice that that happens, so that's almost a waste of an upgrade. And the second one is almost no better. It's called Attacks Do Increase Damage After Defeating an Enemy. Again, when you're just flailing away and mashing the button to attack, you're not noticing that one time you might be doing 20 damage, and the next time you're doing 25, and the next time 30, or whatever the numbers are. The damage gets increased, but it's hard to tell that that's happening. The last upgrade in that path are the combo attacks. So you can hit the XXB for a Saber Spin combo, or the XXY for a Nether Blast combo. So let's start the wave, and I'll try to show them.
I'll try to dodge enemies while you try to show them.
I'll try to show these combo attacks. I almost never think to use a combo attack, so it's not really a... There's my XXY. See what happens. XXY.
There's a guy sneaking over to the box.
XXY. I know, I'm way in the back.
I'm in the box. Chad.
XXB.
I'm the one protecting the box.
There's the swarm. It's spinning around. That did some damage.
Where did he?
There's the Y. The XXY is when Krypt King jumps up and slams his sword down into the ground. Kind of like XXB better.
But attack those guys.
There it is. It's very short though.
Huh. Head to the box or too late.
You pick up the ones that got by. XXB seems to do a nice bit of damage. Alright, let's see if I come back to get this last two with XXY.
Huh.
Oh, just one. Kinda got him. There's your soul gem ability, raining down some swords. Alright, and that's it. Boom, we did it again. So, I'm not actually a big fan of the Lord of Sword path. Usually I like increasing the attacks of the main, attack of the Skylander, like the sword or whatever it is. But in this case, it doesn't feel like it's doing much. It could be doing a lot with the increased armor. Maybe that's keeping you safe longer. It's hard to say. And the combo attacks are they're nice, but they're not real deal breakers. They don't unleash a massive amount of power. They have a really small range of effect, it seemed like. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Lord of Sword path. I kind of like the Sword Summoner path a little better. The bees, if you use them a lot, when Connor was making them red by hitting them with the sword, they did a lot. They seemed to do a lot of damage. They went off and did their own thing. So if you can remember to do that move a few times while you're playing with Krypt King, it'll be beneficial to you. Otherwise, Krypt King just comes down to another character with a big sword and a big melee attack. The ghost sword, it's called, what was that called? The haunted sword. That was pretty fun, and that's a little better if you want to stay away from the enemies. You can do a pretty good amount of damage with that attack. It's his best range attack, I think. It's better than the bees, but again, it's not super awesome, and you got to worry about getting hit by rain, chompy rain, or something else that's coming from another part of the map if you're standing still, because you can't move when you're doing that sword move. So I don't know. Overall, what do you think about the Krypt Kings, buddy?
I think they're awesome.
You like both of them?
Yeah.
Which path did you like more? Did you like using the sword, or do you like using the bees?
Bees.
Bees. The bees are definitely more interesting, I think. But you know, overall, I think there are other trap masters that I'd probably rather use in general. That said, both of ours are some of our highest leveled Skylanders that we have right now at 16 and 18. So they're not weak. I mean, they do the job. That sword attack is pretty powerful. It's not extremely interesting. So, all right, that's pretty much it for Krypt King and Nitro Krypt King. If you want to see more of our review, visit us on our website at SkylanderNuts.com. We have a written review and a score. And until next time, this is Connor and Mike with SkylanderNuts.com, and we'll see you again for another review.